Welcome to The Explainer. If you're a hotel owner, I bet you feel like you're drowning in a sea of data, demands, and just constant distractions. So today, we're going to cut through all that noise. We're going to build a clear, strategic framework that focuses on the one thing that really matters, making your hotel sustainably profitable. Let's just start with a feeling that I'm sure is pretty familiar to a lot of you, just being completely overwhelmed. It feels like every single day there's a new challenge, some new piece of technology, or a new pressure on your bottom line. I mean, this is the reality on the ground, isn't it? Especially for operators in a place like Thailand. You've got this endless buzz about AI, while at the same time the OTAs are squeezing your commissions, staffing is a nightmare, but your guests expect better, faster, more personalized service, and they expect it in multiple languages. It's a recipe for anxiety, not excitement about the future. But what if the way forward isn't about chasing every new thing or fighting every battle at once? What if it's actually about focusing on one single game-changing metric that brings total clarity to every decision you make? You know, the industry has trained us for years to look at the same old numbers. We obsess over occupancy, ADR, and RevPAR. And look, they're important, of course they are. But are they really telling you the whole story about your hotel's financial health? Or are they hiding a much more important truth? This right here, this is the big mindset shift. On the left, you've got all the traditional top-line numbers we all chase. But the real question, the one that gets right to the heart of your actual profit, is on the right. What is it truly costing you to get each and every guest in the door? And that brings us to the hero of our story today, the cost of acquisition, or COA. This is the one number that just cuts through all the noise. It measures your total cost to get a booking, channel by channel, and it shows you the most important gap in your business, the difference between what your guest pays and what you actually get to keep. This is how you start making strategic, not reactive decisions. Okay, so now that we've got this powerful new lens, COA, let's apply it to probably the oldest and biggest debate in hotel distribution, the whole direct bookings versus third-party agents thing. For years, we've talked about this like it's a battle, right? Direct versus OTAs. But honestly, that is completely the wrong way to think about it. It's not about which one is good or bad. The real question, the COA question, is which channel gives my business the lowest sustainable cost of acquisition? And here's where the economics get really interesting. An OTA booking has a high fixed commission, think 15 to 25%. That cost scales perfectly with your revenue, which means the more money you make, the more money you give them. A direct booking, on the other hand, has a blended cost. Sure, there's an investment up front, but it actually gets more efficient over time, not less. But you know, it's about so much more than just a lower cost. Direct bookings give you the most valuable assets in this business. You own the guest data. You control the conversation. You have the power to build real, genuine loyalty. In a market this competitive, that kind of control is everything. It's survival. So let's look at how this actually works in the real world. Unlike a fixed commission that never changes, the money you put into direct marketing actually compounds. Your brand gets stronger. Your SEO starts bringing in traffic that converts for free. And your repeat guests, the absolute lifeblood of a healthy hotel, their acquisition cost is practically zero. All of these things work together to pull your blended direct COA down year after year. So here's the bottom line. OTAs are a powerful tool. They give you visibility, they help you fill rooms when you need to. You should absolutely use them tactically. But you build your business, you build your brand, and you build your long-term profit on your direct channel. All right, so now let's talk about technology, especially all this hype around AI, and how it can support a direct-first strategy without just adding another layer of complexity to your life. First things first, forget the hype. Forget the idea that AI is going to replace your staff with robots. No AI system on Earth can deliver genuine Thai hospitality. The reality is much more practical and, frankly, much more helpful. AI is here to support your team. It handles the boring, repetitive tasks, like answering the same 5 questions 100 times a day, so that your staff are free to focus on your guests. And the best part? Today, it's accessible through simple subscriptions. So what tech do you actually need? Well, the good news is you don't need dozens of different systems. You just need a core stack that works together seamlessly. Your PMS is the anchor, your channel manager controls your distribution, your booking engine is what drives direct revenue, and the payment gateway makes it all happen. When these 4 things talk to each other, you slash manual work and costly errors. Now for the big question that ties everything together. You've got the right strategy, you've got the right tools. Who actually does all of this work? This is a decision every single owner has to make, and the natural tendency is to compare a monthly agency retainer right next to a monthly salary. But that simple comparison completely misses the bigger and, frankly, much more expensive picture. You have to think like an asset manager here and look at the total cost of ownership, or TCO. That salary you're looking at, it's just the tip of the iceberg. The real costs are all hidden just beneath the surface. Let's just look at the actual math for a second. That 1.4 million baht salary, it very quickly becomes over 2 million baht in the first year once you add in benefits, taxes, a huge recruitment fee, and the licenses for the software they need to even do their job. An agency retainer, on the other hand, already has all of that baked in. And beyond just the money, there's what I call the unicorn fallacy. You simply cannot hire one person who is a world-class expert in SEO and Google Ads and social media and graphic design and analytics. That's not a person, that's a description of an entire team. An agency gives you access to a full team of specialists, which protects you from the very high cost of having someone be just okay at any one of those critical things. So this brings us to our final and really most important point. It's about connecting our strategy, our tools, and our team into one single, clear approach. At the end of the day, the goal isn't more software or more staff or more complexity. The goal is just more clarity. Clarity on what really drives profit, clarity that lets you make disciplined, confident decisions instead of just reacting to whoever is shouting the loudest. So, what's your path to clarity going to look like? It starts by focusing on your true cost of acquisition. It's built by strategically investing in your direct channel, and it's supported by making smart, TCO-based decisions about your tools and your team. This is how you finally move from chaos to clarity and build a truly profitable foundation for the future of your hotel. The only question left is, are you ready to take that first step?